What if the most powerful way to move forward was to stop trying so hard? What if effort wasn't the answer, but the problem? In a world that glorifies hustle, control, and constant motion, ancient wisdom whispers a quiet alternative: ease, presence, and the power of letting go. Welcome to Existence Engine, where we explore timeless philosophy for modern minds. Today, we dive into an idea that challenges everything we've been taught about success, control, and effort. This is the philosophy of flow. Over 2,000 years ago, an enigmatic figure named Lao Tzu offered a teaching so subtle, most people miss it entirely. His words were simple, poetic, almost elusive. That which offers no resistance can overcome the strongest. That which is soft can enter even the hardest places. This paradox lies at the heart of Taoism, a Chinese philosophy centered on harmony with the natural flow of existence, the Tao or the Wei. But here's the catch. The Tao isn't something you can see, touch, or even define. In fact, Lao Tzu begins his classic text, the Tao Te Ching, by telling us, the Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. So, what is the Tao? It's everything and nothing. A presence, a path, a rhythm that underlies life itself. Central to this philosophy is a strange but beautiful idea: Wu Wei. Translated loosely, it means non-action, but not in the lazy, passive sense. Wu Wei is effortless action. It's when you're so in tune with what you're doing, it feels like the universe is working through you. Think of a musician lost in their song, a surfer riding the perfect wave, or an athlete in the zone. They're not trying, they're just being. And in that moment, things just flow. Taoists didn't need neuroscience to describe this. They felt it in their bones. One of the most poetic examples of this comes from an ancient Taoist story about a cook named Ting. Rather than hacking away at the meat, he moved with grace and precision, gliding through joints and tendons like water around rocks. He said, "I let my spirit guide the blade. I go with the natural grain. I follow the way of the ox." The result? 19 years with the same knife, untouched and unbent. It wasn't about brute force. It was about alignment, about merging intention with nature. Taoism often compares this state of being to water, the softest substance in the world, yet capable of wearing down stone. Water doesn't resist, it doesn't force. It finds the easiest path and nourishes everything in its way. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. And maybe that's what we're missing. In our chase for control, we've forgotten how to flow. We spend our lives swimming upstream, controlling, calculating, overthinking. And in doing so, we exhaust ourselves. But if we could just stop, just let go of outcomes, of past mistakes, of future worries, maybe we'd find what we were looking for. Flow happens when the self steps aside, when we stop forcing life and start dancing with it. That's the Tao, that's the way. If this spoke to something deep in you, if you've ever felt the weight of striving and wondered if there's a lighter way to live, you're not alone. That's what Existence Engine is here for, to explore timeless ideas that still matter today. If you enjoyed this journey into the philosophy of flow, give this video a like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to join our growing community of curious minds seeking clarity in chaos. Until next time, breathe, flow, and trust the way.